Hey, hi, hello, spiritual entrepreneurs. How are you? This is Elyse-Anne, the host and founder of this amazing, thriving tribe, the Spiritual Entrepreneurs, where I'm hosting more than 19,000 members of you, going to be 20,000 in a very short period of time. Super excited and welcome to all the new members and old members as well. So I'm late today because I'm in Hong Kong and having some girlfriend time with my friends who we have been friends for 16 years and having some girlfriend time by myself. And I decided I was going to stay in the room today to get some work done and to really spend some time with myself. So if you're watching, please leave me a comment. And if you're watching a replay, also do leave me a comment and just say hi. And yep, so I just came back into the room. I went to the airport terminal to have a walk around just to break the energy and yeah. So anyway, I'm in Hong Kong today because I followed a desire that I really wanted to be in Hong Kong, and therefore I'm here. And I actually did my School of Philosophy's second week of So Say What sessions, no, actually So Successful sessions in Hong Kong, and it's super excited that it's being digital, being a digital nomad, that is being a digital entrepreneur, and being location independent is a dream come true. So today's question to you is: have you gone as far as you can go? And it's a topic that is very intimate with the topic that I talked about today in the School of Philosophy regarding your four bodies. Is are you moving or are you actually going backwards? So if you are not moving, which is there's no change for you, you may think that you are right. You are just here. There is no progress. However, you would be going backwards and not progressing. So the question is, have you gone as far as you can go? And if not, why not? It's usually your comfort zone that is holding you back. And going after your dreams, going after your desires, honoring yourself is scary. It is scary, I'm telling you. Every time I decide to travel, it excites me. But the thought, the mental chatter, the thought of traveling there and what am I gonna do, what's gonna happen, it's scary. Um, so acknowledge the fact that going after your dreams and getting yourself outside comfort zone is also a challenge on its own. So um, have you gone as far as you can go? Have you? For me, the answer is no. I haven't. But I am further from where I used to be. So I am doing this video right here in the room where I used to stay when I was a cabin crew, a flight attendant flying for Cathay Pacific. So every time I return here, because my girlfriend is still flying, it brings back a lot of bittersweet memories for me, and it's interesting. And um, I want to talk about this, and it's really important. Sometimes we don't move forward because we are either our mind it's not present. We are either living in the past or we are fast forwarding and living in the future. So if you have problems going as far as you can go, it means you're either living in the past or in the future. You're not being in the present moment. So going back to your past experiences may not be a bad thing because that's what I did. I am now, remembering the days when I was flying and it was interesting. It was lots of sweetness, lot of bitterness, lots of challenges because you are young, lot of interesting stuff, a lot of like corporate climbing, bitching, climbing the ladder and that sort of thing is really interesting for me to remember those thoughts and compare it to now as how far I actually have come along. So, would I want to go back to flying and climb the corporate ladder again? The answer is no. I don't desire to be in that situation again. So, why is it so tough to let go of the past when the past is not serving us already and the lesson is done? So, if you continuously live in the past, then you will not allow yourself to go further along. And if you live in the future worrying about what could happen, what this may happen, the truth is probably nine and a half things that you worry about will not come to pass. So that's how our mind works. Okay. And the more you listen to your body, the more it's going to take you to places that you have never dreamed of. So can you imagine if I didn't listen to my body, I wouldn't be here in Hong Kong having fluffy cheese tarts, having silk tea, you know, um, and just be here. And you may say, well, I can just book a room in Singapore and just go for a nice vacation. However, my family's there, my roots are there, my energy is there, my children is there, and I really needed a space to be myself, have time for myself, and to do what I desire to do and have my me time. 5 minutes is great, of course. 5 minutes having me time is great, but I just needed that for myself, and so I need to take myself out of the environment, do some breaking off the habits and some pattern interrupting, and really just do what I want to do with the flow, without any planning, without any schedule. I just do it. So that was what's needed. I need to fly to get myself out. And if I didn't listen, and if I was just so fearful and listen to those mind chatter, I would totally be missing out on this experience. I am now spending time with a friend. We hardly speak to one another anyway, but we are such close friends that when we catch up, it's like we continue from where we left off. Have you had friends like this? So and I've got friends that we chat every single day. I'm in Singapore, and she is in Boston. So we all have a variety of friends that keep us sane, right? And so I'm meeting another two friends that I've known since, wow, gosh, how many years now? 20 years, 23 years, I think. Like, you know, life is this interesting ride, and you have to choose to ride it. Otherwise, you will always be living in the what if. And if you are living in the what if, then it will not allow you to go as far as you desire to go. All right? So, um, today's topic is really inspired by the message that I saw on the billboard on the way back. Have you gone as far as you can go? And, God and the universe is funny, right? They are clowns and they're jokers, and it's just cosmic joke. And signs, messages can come to you anywhere if you are willing to observe your surroundings. So that question is really for me as well. Have you gone as far as you can go? It was just a glimpse. I was on the bus, and the bus was going, and I just glimpsed, and I'm like, and I had to look again, and I'm like, that's a great question. It was in big bold fonts, okay? And so I decided to come back and shoot this video for you. And I know most of you are still asleep right now, and I do sincerely apologize. And I missed yesterday's episode because I was on the plane and getting here. So I have a free course. It's called Spiritual Sanity: How to Create Your Own Retreat on Demand. I mean, not many times we can just take and fly off. So I do need my spiritual sanity a lot, and I do have my own retreat on a day-to-day basis. It doesn't have to be like burning candles and massages and all. Although today I honored my body again. My body's feeling achy, and I just told my friend I want to go for a massage. Is there any massage nearby? And she said, why don't you book a masseuse? And I'm like, that's a great idea. And not to be shy about this, and so how much was it? It was like, it wasn't an astronomical huge amount of money, but I found myself resisting booking the masseuse because of money. So I told myself this is absolutely ridiculous. I booked a 2 hour massage. She's coming into the room here and giving me a massage. So am I worth it? Absolutely. And so if I want to go as far as I can go, then I have to let go of all these limited beliefs on how I spend money, and that I actually deserve this royal treatment. So as you ask yourself, have I gone as far as I can go, and allow your body to show you what you need to do, you would raise your own vibration. You would stop tolerating what you actually don't want. So do I actually want to take a bus? Because Hong Kong is not my territory, you know what I mean? And I am not gonna sit an hour bus ride out to somewhere just because it's cheaper there and take another hour bus ride or train ride back to my hotel because I live near the airport. It's outskirts of the city. So am I gonna abuse myself like this and not be truthful? And the answer is no. And it's not like I don't have the money. I do, but I'm just being stingy with it, and that's not taking me as far as I can go. So there are some questions like this you need to ask yourself honestly and ask yourself you deserve this or not. That's not doing that's there's a difference between spending money to honor your soul and your body versus impulse buying, right? Just because you have the money doesn't mean that you have to spend it. And if you do, I used to have a lot of impulse buying as well. That means I've got a void to fill and um it's just an addiction. All right, so let me just fill in 19,000 members of you. What's the group's energy? But the word that came to me is decisive decision. You know, we all know what decision means. We got to make a decision. And sometimes it's really hard to make a decision because you got to consider all factors. So you got to be decisive about that. And that requires courage. Means sometimes you have to put yourself first. How do you feel about this? Because it's not about other people. You know, as transformational leaders, as healers, as coaches, as facilitators, a lot of times we tend to overthink on behalf of other people, and we forgot about ourselves in this equation. So you need to ask yourself, what really, really lights you up in this decision process making? And follow the whole tape through. Just follow the whole tape through. Like, for example, like today, she quoted me a price, and I'm like, oh my God, I mean, it's not astronomical. I'm just exaggerating it because, I need to dramatize the effect. And I just followed the whole tape through. Am I going to beat myself up and regret tomorrow? Because tomorrow I'm meeting my friends and regret today. And the answer is yes. So then I will not beat myself up and make decisive decisions that I am going to do it. All right, so the word for you is decisive decision. Go sit with it and ask yourself what is your decision process? Is it decisive or is it indecisive? When you're in the indecisive mode, it really means that there's a lot of fear and there's a lot of unknown. And so, what you can do for yourself is to seek clarity and get the information that you need before you make the decision. So, first of all, I believe as intuitive people, the number one thing you need to consult is your body. You need to respect how your body feels. If your body has a pushing desire, or not a desire, it's a pushing feeling. It's just like, you just know this guy is going to break your heart, but you went along with it and didn't listen to your intuition, and 5 months later, he broke your heart. So the more you listen to your body is actually very intelligent. A lot of times we don't listen to our body. That's why we get into trouble. Like, you don't need to say yes to this nightmare client, but you said yes because of the money, and in the end, he or she really became your nightmare client. So honor that feeling. First, you need to honor your body's feeling. Honor that, listen to that, pay attention to that feeling because your body won't lie to you. You won't betray yourself, right? And then as you do that, you actually build on that trust with and for yourself. Sometimes we can't even trust ourselves, right? So build on that trust. Okay, so that's making decisive decisions. So that's that. I'm going to pick a card for you. I love these deck of cards because they're short and succinct. So focus and sit with decisive decisions. Making decisions is the number one thing, the best thing you can do for yourself because then you don't look left and right and you don't need anyone to influence your decisions. Making decisions on your own before you go out and seek validation because you may be influenced by other people who don't know what your story is. So that's really important. You have to learn and make your own decisions. Every successful person I know, they are very quick in their decision making, if they need to, or take as long as they need to, but they are good at making decisions. They know what's good or bad for them. They will not answer you if they're not sure. So seek clarity and information if you need to. All right. But this is the number one skill that you need to learn for yourself in this journey. Okay. So what do you have? Sometimes it's a process, you know. Here we go. Goddess of oneness, someone you love is thinking fondly of you at the moment. There you go. So it may be a person. Someone is a very vague word. Someone could be literally someone is thinking of you. Someone could be your unconscious mind. You are thinking of you. When I pick this card, I would love to believe, and I would tell myself that God and the angels are thinking fondly of me, and they're reminding me that they have got my back, and I need to allow them to partake in the process, because worrying on my behalf is not going to get me anywhere. You know, they already know what I want. I don't know what I want, so maybe that is something that I need to work on. You know, maybe you have to work on that thing as well, whatever you say you desire. So know that someone you love has got your back. It could be a person, it could be a community, it could be your spouse, it could be your children, whatever it is. People are, you know, having your back. The ones who really understand you and they love you and they get you. Okay? So this is oneness. Focus on the oneness. We are all connected. That is why I'm able to tap into the energy, and most psychics or mediums are able to tap into that energy, because we know that we are all part of this one collective consciousness. Okay? So you sit with that decisive decision. We are part of one collective consciousness. Know that if you come from the space of love, then there will not be a wrong decision. And maybe this will help you in the decision making process. Everything that happens, it's for my highest good and for the highest good of all. And so, you know, everything, whether it's good or bad, based on our own judgment, is happening for our highest good. And even the bad can become good the next day. And who knows, the good may turn out to be something unexpected the next day. But whatever it is, life is meant for growth. All right. So I'll see you again soon, and I'll talk to you. Bye bye.